Hello.
Hello.
What's
hi.
going on?
Oh, hi.
Happy Sunday again. Second time on YouTube today for me.
You done did it back again, Sparks.
It happens.
Yeah.
We've got Professor Comics with us tonight.
Oh, hi. It is me. I'm here. My face.
He's here to school us all.
I didn't hear any snaps, so it's probably not the Professor.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. It's not my
Can't
show.
do it anymore
I
with my
wasn't gonna
nails.
invade.
They don't snap as well.
I can snap. I can't do fancy snaps.
I do this when I get my students'
It's real
attention
quiet
because they're just
now.
like, "What is that?"
Dexterity level 9.
Yeah.
We got John Stout and Wes hanging out already. What's going on,
Yeah.
guys? I
Thanks
know
for
there's
hanging
probably a
out.
lot of things going on. It's a Sunday night.
Yeah.
People watching football, people
Sports and stuff.
going to bed early because, I don't know, work week or something. Nonsense.
What's that like? Going to bed early?
I don't do that anyways.
Sleep?
Hey.
Yeah, you have your
I have
weekend.
a Sunday, Monday work weekend.
Shifted. And usually we're on Team Nerd Herd about an hour from now, so we're usually up a little bit later, and Team Nerd Herd's not on tonight, so.
Yeah, so we figured we'd mess
Hey.
around, hang out with someone, and that someone is you.
Yeah. So we just wanted to talk about what we've been reading recently, indie comics wise. So people watching live, people watching it on the replay can hear our thoughts on these books.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we can kick it off with books that we've been reading in the last week. John's watching football after this. There we go. Multitasking, or I don't know what games are on later now. I'm not paying attention to NFL.
Go sports. Make the
I
points.
have no idea.
Sports go. So, Professor, what do you got that you've been reading recently?
I would say the biggest surprise, and I have you to thank for recommending this to me.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. Because my comic shop, like, they had like one copy, and I asked you if I should go get it, and you're like, "Oh yeah, it's a great book." And now my shop is like, "Yeah, they put it in my box," and I'm so excited.
Have you let your
I haven't read this one yet.
daughters read it?
What's that?
Have your daughters read it?
No, I should let them read it.
Yeah.
My oldest would probably like it. My youngest probably wouldn't understand it.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah. There's actually someone that nearby that we have been just giving this book to because they love cats. Dana from the coffee shop.
Nice.
Noel's been buying her a copy to read.
Damn.
And then when the last one came out, they like all got damaged except for the one they put in my box.
Aw.
So we're waiting on the replacement copies.
I managed to get one. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I did get one.
We've been spreading the cinnamon love. This is the last one.
Oh, is this the last one? Oh, now I'm sad.
There's more created.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna make as much as they'll let me make. So we'll see.
Kevin, make more. Kevin.
Coffee for Kevin.
I know you watch sometimes.
Kevin.
But yeah, Kevin's probably preparing for New York Comic Con right now.
Oh yeah, probably. He can listen while he does that. Kevin.
We're trying to summon people. Well, it sometimes happens, honestly.
I don't know if it's working.
It's not working
Wouldn't
today.
be the first time it hasn't worked.
And then,
You never know.
I don't know. Do you want us just to take turns, or just want to show off a bunch of stuff at once, or?
We can go around and
someone else take a turn.
So I'll do Department of Truth this week. The last issue of the second arc.
Yes.
Y'all.
I think I put mine away already, but dang.
It was so fucking good.
Like we paused
I love it cover too.
I
was literally
need
in
to
the middle
pick
of
up
being like,
those
I haven't
covers.
bought a variant in forever, and it pops up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy that one.
I had stopped buying like extra covers for Department of Truth because I was like, like honestly, the Bigfoot issues weren't my favorite.
They almost put me off, but y'all,
This is so good.
Did not disappoint. I got everything I wanted.
Yeah.
I walk into my shop thinking like I'm only going to buy one cover, and then she's on the covers, and I'm
then
like, yep,
right, and it's a
gotta buy
beautiful
'em.
Yeah.
cover.
And the Alvaro Martinez Bueno, that was the moon landing one. He's the Nice House on the Lake
Oh,
artist.
yeah.
Yeah. I know. I read 13 and now I'm like, I
really
need to go
one.
back and buy those
So pretty.
because they're so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
That honestly, that one looks a lot like Rose Besh, even though it's not.
Nope.
But it's got like
Pinky.
her style and like the outlining
Yeah.
and the plain background. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love it. I'll go with one. New one from Vault. Human Remains. I think when I told you about this one, Caroline, you said nope.
I'm gonna
too
say I
terrifying.
didn't read it, and I heard a lot of disappointed things from people at the shop this week and
Oh.
on the internet.
I
I heard a lot of
loved
complaints about the story and the plot.
it. Hey Nola,
Hello.
look who it is. I
We
was
saw
just talking
Nola
about you,
talking about him earlier.
right?
Kevin,
And something Wong. What's going on?
let's have something wrong.
Yes, it is Maria Lovett.
Mhm.
It just has a Rose Besh vibe.
Yes, but it is Maria Lovett. It is beautiful. It's probably my favorite thing she's done.
But I liked several covers on that one, especially the decapitated one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I might read it, but I don't know. I haven't read it.
Read it while you're in the shop working,
It's fine.
and then
It's plenty
decide.
of time.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was what is it? The what's the one with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt?
Quiet Place?
Quiet Place. It has that vibe, but instead of sound, emotion.
Oh, that's
So it's
cool.
like Face Stealer mixed with.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's
disappointed right now.
you show any emotion and alien creature, maybe alien, maybe
It just explodes outside of
alien.
your insides.
just appears and fucking kills you.
Oh. Okay, good to know.
So far, none have popped out of people or anything. But there
Okay.
was a variant that we talked about on Team Nerd.
Yeah, it looked very alien-esque, so I assumed it
Right.
was a internal transformation.
So none of that's happened yet, but killing from external, yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
Did that just come out this past week, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That was this last week.
Gotcha. So these are not new books by any means, but I did find them at a convention today.
Ooh.
And the whole reason I'm wearing my dinosaur shirt today is I found some Jurassic Park books.
Oh, nice. Tops, man.
And they're all polybag still, which means that they have like trading cards in the background.
Oh wow.
So I thought that was cool.
That's why Tops got into the comics business, right? To be able to do trading cards.
Awesome stuff with Jeff Goldblum's face on it.
Yes.
That's all I need. I just need Jeff Goldblum.
I love him so much.
Oh, right there.
There you go.
I don't think I'm going to be able to read them since they're still polybagged, but fun little things to find.
Planning on grading them or anything, or
I don't think I would ever grade a book that's polybagged.
Yeah.
Don't they have to take it out of the bag?
yeah, I think so.
No.
But I guess they would receive it polybagged, and I don't know if that does anything.
The main thing is if you send them polybagged with the card, they might not send the card back.
Correct.
Probably not.
That is correct. Although I do think I used up all my good luck on slabs lately.
Yeah, that 9.9.
You're 9.9.
She's pretty though.
Strange
Waiting for my
Academy.
Afra.
I'll just
Not my
show it
Afra,
off since it's
my
right here.
Riri.
Yeah, I am going to be sending some stuff to probably CBCS and maybe some to EGS with our covers, our beautiful covers.
Baby.
I've got your.
I'll get my copies at some point. Take your time.
Well, you want the freshest signatures.
I do.
On it.
Signature series, yeah.
We're even gonna get you a little certification statement on the back.
One of one.
One of one. Well, one of two. Somebody else wants them signed.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, that's
One
fine.
of two.
One of two's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we'll give you one and he can have two.
We'll make a COA. make it legit.
I
Yeah, but I don't know. CBCS seems like the way to go right now.
got a little growing stack of books. I think I'm gonna take them just with me to the con and then physically hand them over.
Yeah. That way you don't get screwed over on shipping again.
Actually, that's probably I might not submit anything. I might just take
talk
them.
about that. We all know what happens when you drop a box in a warehouse and then lie about it.
Yeah. Or into the ocean. Yeah.
Or into the ocean in the middle of the state.
into the middle of
the landlocked continental United States.
What's up, Chinmo?
Welcome.
What's up? Hip hop's in me. Steve.
Hello.
What's going on? I think you are up, Caroline.
Me. So we'll go with still new books. Got a little bit more backstory with this. They definitely it feels a little bit world buildy, so that they can continue the universe of Slaughter.
Ooh, that's a cool cover.
I got to hold that this week. That was nice.
That's a crazy, yeah. I've been being selective on the 1 in 25. This one
is really nice.
This one I was like, yeah.
I just hope we get enough Static B covers this week, or I'm gonna cry like sad baby that I am.
The Akira cover.
Yes.
For Static. Yeah.
That's fine.
That one. So that, have they said what like 21 is going to be for Something's Killing the Children? Is it going to continue in that era?
I haven't looked.
I haven't either.
I know he's got a lot going on, so I'm not actually certain.
I don't know if there's going to be a pause either. Let me do a little search.
Do a little Google. They definitely opened up for a lot of more, like the guy who runs the farmhouse. Like me and one of my coworkers were like, we want a story about him. Right? I want to know the shit he's seen.
There is. I don't see issue 21 in previews right now.
Yeah, so it's probably taken a little hiatus due to all the.
Yeah, we've got the trade paperback for volume 4 coming out January 5th.
Wow.
Whoa. I wonder if that's
gonna be a long break.
Oh man,
I'm okay with that.
The hardcover's coming
because
out.
House of Slaughter's coming out, and so they got to do that, and then it'll take a break, and then
that's probably we might jump back and forth.
I just want more wind.
Are you two gonna go crazy on the variants for House of Slaughter?
No, I refuse. I went on a 15-minute rant the other day at work. I was like, I refuse to participate in any more of this multi-cover bullshit.
There's too many variants.
Yeah. We still have so much Berserker 1. So much Berserker 1. It's asinine.
Did you guys get the 1 in 1,000? Is that why you have?
No, we literally didn't even get the 1 in 1,000. It's just so fucking dumb.
My shop got 2 of them, so you can just imagine the piles.
He's like, you're gonna have fun when we literally destroy these after they don't sell at the Black Friday sale. Eat the Rich is great. Eat the Rich is phenomenal. I don't have it next to me, but that issue 2, ooh, buddy, that was good.
That's all my Eat the Rich because I haven't found a place to put it yet, including the.
I'm a big fan.
Oops, this is an issue number 1.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, it was so good.
No, I hear you, Nola.
It's appropriately dark without being too like aggressively in your face about it.
Yeah, issue 1 of
it's toned
Eat the Rich had me like.
Well, that might not.
I don't know if I want to continue, and then the end, I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of cool."
Continue.
And then the explanation in issue 2 of like why the helpers like work there.
And it's like, it hit a little too close to home for me personally. I was like, ooh, this is understandable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eat the Rich.
Yeah, it's good.
Issue 2. Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. We're gonna head from the dark, I bet.
Sheena.
I mean, dark, but darker. It's already getting dark.
I'm gonna cry. I can feel it in my bones. There's gonna be a sad couple of panels in there at the end. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Not, I agree. Absolutely.
It's a little too close to home.
Yeah.
Check
What's
this out.
up? How's it going?
Welcome in.
Here's something I read recently.
Mhm.
Verge from Red 5 Comics. This one I ordered from their website, and they had a San Diego Comic Con exclusive version.
Oh, fun.
I was like, oh, or maybe New York.
San Diego. I was gonna say New York.
Probably
You
New York.
mean? Because
Probably New York. One of those Comic
I
Cons.
was like curious that it's San Diego with a New York T-shirt on.
I don't know. No, it's a San Diego Comic Con exclusive.
That makes no sense. That makes no
So
sense.
the story is set in New York. So there's that. Yes,
Yeah.
2 is better than 1, which
I'm hoping it's just like consistently every issue is just like a little bit better, a little bit better,
that
a little
build
bit
up,
better.
yeah.
Fucking breaks your heart.
I mean, stray dogs.
Oh my god, that doesn't break your heart. That stomps on your heart.
Yeah. I don't even have
Reach into
dogs,
your
and I sat
chest,
there and was like, none of this is okay.
pull it out, feed it to a dog, and then slaughter that dog.
It made me
No.
want to go find my friend's animals and hold them.
No.
I'm like, you have a dog, let me hold your dog.
This one is it's a lot of different things. It's a detective story. It's a time traveling worlds collide story. Essentially, The Verge is this event that pulls people from different eras into present day New York City.
Oh.
And so you've got Vikings, you've got
Past, present, future?
past,
Just past. Okay.
just past. So there's all these people from different periods of time, like Roman era, different Japanese era.
Hence the Viking dude.
Yeah, hence this dude. And they're all trying to co-inhabit New York City. And so you've got New York Police Department detective who's solving crimes of things going on at these different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pretty decently historical with some of the stuff. There's a cool map in it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun reading that one. They've got a Red 5. That was the first. I think that was the first comic I've read from them.
I was gonna say I haven't heard of them.
And there's another one that's on FOC this week that I'm interested in called Carriers,
Nice.
which is like these weaponized carrier pigeons.
Oh, I'm in.
That is exactly what I wanted that title to be.
I'm
You
in.
don't understand.
Yeah, weaponized carrier pigeons. And they're like the secret heroes of. Actually, I think it's set in New York also. Maybe
Probably.
That makes
some big
sense.
city.
Would be apt for New York.
Yeah, and then
Amazing
some.
with
I
everything I
want
want
to say. I want to say they said the villain was like King Croc or something like that. Comes out of the sewers, and then they become known because they have to fight.
Okay.
It just sounds like
Don't
a lot
spoil
of
it
fun.
too much.
That's all I know. That's the description.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
up, Jose?
Weaponized bats in World War II.
Ooh.
Deal.
I
mean-
actually feel like I've heard about that.
Yeah, yeah. We're just adding to the chaos.
Yeah, we're like, why not? Let's just also be on the internet.
Yeah,
It's Sunday.
and
We can hang
we'll go into the time that's like probably go into a little bit of the time of Team Nerd Herd's usual spot. So, filling in a little bit of the void. Ooh,
Firebomb Japan with bats. Oof. Bat bombs.
that sounds like Batman was involved.
I'm Batman.
You promised me I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
So,
Anyways.
so Caroline mentioned Berserker. I think I'm officially done with this series. I think
Yo,
I've
I
held
stopped
on
reading
for
it
too
after
long.
issue 2.
I stopped at 3.
I was like, this is not. I love you, Keanu. Sweet, precious, precious baby of the internet, Keanu. You made a comic book so you can make a movie.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we got. And that's fine. But I just want you to be honest about it. And he kind of is.
I see the foil and I'm like, yeah, I'll take a foily. You know,
They're
I'm
pretty.
like a bird. I'm like,
Pretty
oh, it's so shiny.
Yeah. Boom
They-
does such a good
they
job
just
with
don't move.
marketing,
They don't
and
sell.
I think that's why Berserker is selling well because they have marketed
It's
it
the
very
ratios that
well.
they're doing. That's it.
Yeah,
Because I promise you, it doesn't sell that well.
Yeah, I mean the Jenny Frison ones for issue 3. That's what kept me to issue 3.
I only bought that just to have one of them, and it's already like massively gone down in price. And I was like, I really just thought it was pretty. didn't read it. I just thought it was pretty.
We're all learning things tonight.
Yeah, this is an educational show, and the professor is on, even if he's not teaching us anything.
Berserker. Anyone else want to give that a try?
Berserker.
No, there's a lot of Z's. So, I don't know if anybody else is reading Echo Lands. I don't have anything to read it at work this week, but it is fucking wild and so good. And it's made of that sturdy cover paper like Space Bastards is, so I don't have to be concerned about it.
It's such good quality.
It's real good.
She's
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, the freaking paneling style in this.
God, it's amazing. Like there's literally a panel where the interior is like books that the pages are panels of the it's amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to read it. And it's got like multiple different kind of art styles put together. It's so good.
Have you read issue 2 yet?
Mm-hmm.
Like the different worlds that they talk about that are in here.
It's been expansive real quick, and I am okay with it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's sci-fi as fuck.
Cool. And it like, there's like a thing in the back of issue 1, I think, where the writer thing? Where they're like talking about the creation of this.
Oh, the aftermath.
They started making this like 7-8 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've been like thinking about
what is Echo Lands about? It's about this girl who's gonna save the world, and they call her Red. Well, the Red.
Yes,
she's kind of like Little Red Riding Hood grown up a little bit.
Her hair is drawn so well. I love it. We haven't really kind of gotten to the whole what we're actually doing yet. She's just trying to take down some shit.
She's kind of fighting the evil sorcerer.
Just taking care of business. Yeah.
Who's in charge of the land, right? Like she stole his gem. And now she's on the run with her
bandito friends, and they're stealing shit and running away and trying not to die, and
Yeah, if you're into fantasy genre in general, and then you
it is a lot on a page though.
Cool with a landscape format instead of the usual format, which I know this is what kills Nola. He's like, landscape, I'm out.
I like it. It's a lot more. The panels are more important. There's less dialogue.
Yeah.
So it's the art is really important to the story.
It's a visual masterpiece.
It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. Like
I think it bugs me that I have to like when I have it in the bag and board, I have to hold it sideways, otherwise it doesn't look right.
We had them sideways on the shelf so you could see it, and we were like, "This just looks wrong." So we put them back.
Taking up extra space.
It just didn't. Well, it didn't. We had it like in a normal space. It was just half, and like the rest of it was tucked. We were like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Oh, we have a battle here in the chat. I love landscape.
They're not bad. I didn't dislike it. But
yeah, I just love the art inside.
Yeah, I do. It's the cover that's the shitty part, because you can't put it away and put it in nicely. But it's nice. It's good. It's worth a read if you ask me.
Just pulling out obscure books now. Oh, Source Point Press, Suicide Jackies. So it's got some, well, not as much of the focus, but it's this crew that used to fight kaijus essentially and monsters. They had this like essentially like series of robots that would come together and make a giant robot and fight them.
Okay.
They each had their own,
like Power Rangers-esque. That's fine.
A little bit. Yeah. One of them kind of gets lost through a portal. They think dead when they were fighting off somebody who was not a kaiju, but was some evil person who had their own robot thing. And
Okay.
so the story's then kind of following this guy, Denver, years later, and he finds out that maybe the world is not exactly as it should be. So what's funny is it brings in real. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. What are you doing?
He's awake.
Say hi, Doyle. Or not. Okay. So are they actual jockeys? No. Where was I? Brain just gone. Oh, so apparently reality is not what it's supposed to be, but the reality in this world is like our reality, but with the kaijus. So it's like, oh, there's this virus going on, and there's like all these bad things happening in the world, and I'm like, that's what's happening. Like,
This doesn't sound realistic at all. A virus
this is
going
not
on?
cool. So yeah, so I like this idea that maybe the world's not actually supposed to be happening like this, and so they're going on. He's finally sitting down. I think we'll see. He's trying to bring the team back together. The team kind of broke apart though, in like drama and didn't like each other.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Caroline lost connection.
It's just us boys now.
It's just the boys. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Well, we see if she connects. Runes equals not Skyrim. Runes is another one from SourcePoint, which I have not read that one, but it did look interesting. It was one I'm reading too many things. It just didn't happen. Runes 3 either was just out or coming out next week. I feel like I saw it on something. Got it last Wednesday. There she is.
Hooray! I was like, I don't know what's happening, but my internet looks like it's about to die.
Uh-oh. There we go. Professor,
Sunday.
you are up.
We're good. So this didn't come out last week. I think it came out 2 weeks ago, but I've been steadily reading it. It's Time Before Time. There you go.
I have some copy somewhere. I stopped it.
I'm a sucker for time travel.
It's been optioned. Fun fact.
What bugs me though is that the first 4 covers were just plain white, and then they changed it up.
Yeah. They're like, we're gonna be different.
Yeah, gotta mix it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. It is actually, I think it is very well done, time travel.
Oh, first 3. Okay, apparently I was wrong.
See, I liked the start, and then it just felt like it wasn't going anywhere.
And that's a you problem, because it went somewhere.
I don't know. So I dropped it. I liked it, though, at the beginning.
It's good. I'm having fun with it.
And Caroline froze, so that's...
No.
No, you're good. I can see you.
Maybe I
I was
froze.
gonna say, yeah, you're freezing on mine.
You're holding up your copy of Wind. What's Wind?
Wind. It's wind.
It was probably
It
me.
is
Wind.
magical goodness.
Yeah, no, it's me.
James Cannon writes it, and it is phenomenal. The art is stunning. It is regularly my favorite book. I love it. I talk about it all the time. I tell people to read it constantly. Everyone go read it. It's amazing. I love this book. Good for kids, good for adults.
Gotta add it to your pull list, then.
What issue is that?
10. So that was
Just
the
10, right?
finale of the second arc.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So the
So
first trade is out. The
there's-
second will be out in like, I want to say January or December.
I think it was February for the hardcover and March for the trade paperback.
What?
Which,
I don't like this.
yeah. So I'm
I don't
thinking
like those words.
probably arc 3 will be going on in April.
April or May.
Yeah.
That's
Somewhere around
fine.
there.
Whatever. Because Tynan's sold his soul.
I'm doing just too many things.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't
But
ruin
I
the
can't wait
Ivy
to get
story.
the second
Nope.
hardcover because the first one, like the quality in this is just so cool.
I love the size of it.
Yeah.
I love a
Yeah.
little book.
Nice little small one. I don't know if they did that because it was Boombox
Kids.
and now it's not Boombox. So maybe they won't do
Kid
that.
size hands.
Right. hopefully though, because if they make a second one and it's bigger, that's
Wouldn't be as cute. Wouldn't be a good idea.
well. Also, you set them next to each other, and you got one that's one size and one that's another size. No, it's gonna throw everything off.
But then they get to reprint the first one.
Primer's a great cinematic representation of time travel.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what Primer
is. Phil does. We've got Mullet Cop and Steak. Yeah,
Steak was good.
Was that just last week?
Mm-hmm.
Time. I'm having some time traveling, I think. I don't ever know anymore when things come out.
They just come out, and you're like, I read that.
Especially the Scout
was
books.
good. The box that you get too.
I get. Yeah. So actually, I've read By the Horns #6 already. Because I have it right here, and I think that comes out this week.
I don't.
So sometimes the box sends you stuff that's been out for like 2-3 weeks, and then sometimes it's a week early. So I think this comes out next week too. I know you love this one, Caroline, though. By the Horns. And
I mean, it's unicorn goodness. How do you not love it? Sorry, I'm
right?
eating candy.
It's okay.
You say unicorn?
Unicorns. So,
Oh.
but the premise started out as like a unicorn killed her husband, and she's out for revenge. Basic premise, right?
On all
And then
any and all unicorns are.
She's ready to kill every unicorn because she doesn't know which unicorn killed her husband. And then when she's trying to find the unicorn, she finds out that the wizard, one of the wizards of the world, was capturing these mystical creatures, unicorns being part of it. And to kill the unicorns, she had to kill the wizard, and the unicorns helped her kill the wizard. And then they kind of formed an alliance, not really friends. And then the adventure begins to go kill the other wizards because they're all evil.
Waricorns?
I have not read Waricorns, but I've heard things about that.
I've seen it. I have not read it.
I think this might be in reference to the Wind hardcover. It is smaller than a comic, yes. I can do a comparison if I remember where I put it.
Mm-hmm.
There. Some steak love. Yes, I am. But
we did not get it.
The steak box, the Scout box is pretty cool. I do it, and I also am subscribed to some of them on my pull list, which is a problem.
A couple of duplicates.
But maybe I'll sell or give away some. I've been going through and cleaning out my comics because there's too many.
Do you feel obligated to buy them if they're at your shop? Like if you already own them, or are you brave enough? I'm not brave enough to tell my shop, no, I don't need that.
So a lot of shops have this rule where if it's on your physical pull list, they order it for you. You are obligated to pay for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
they ordered it for you.
I'm gonna get it anyways because I never know exactly what's gonna show up in the Scout box. I just recently haven't been adding Scout books to my pull list. I've been continuing the ones that I have on the pool because I don't mind getting duplicates of something like By the Horns because I want to be able to share that series with someone. Maybe.
See, I feel bad because my LCS buys into the like 1 in 1,000 or the really big ratios, and so they get stuck with all of these. They did that for Berserker. They did that for King Spawn. They did that for the Wonder Woman book, where I think you had to order like 200 of them to get the photo cover.
Yeah.
The team copy.
They're just stuck with them. So I'm like, well, I'll help you out,
Speaking of unicorns.
A little blurry.
I did read. I got the second print, which I think came out this last week or the week before.
I have the second print coming. I got it online. That's better. I got it online, so I haven't read it yet. It's on its way. I've heard good things about it.
It was a nice. Like I feel like that was it though. Was like just the one shot kind of thing, which I wanted more from the world.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it was a nice read. When will the
If it's Scout, there may be more later.
Yeah.
You mean
that-
a trade?
Maybe. Yeah, because that already finished, I think.
Yeah.
I
I
read
was reading the
two
first
issues.
one, but I had too much on my list, so I just stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it was a one shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My boss doesn't read the books. It's funny. We sass him about it. He reads trades only.
I mean, yeah, I think my comic shop owner doesn't.
He's like, I don't really have time for weeklies. And I was like, you make us read weeklies and write reviews. He's like, yeah, that's why I pay you.
Yeah, that's why he's got workers that have
He's
read.
like, it's your job to know what this shit's about.
That's called job security. What are you talking about?
Okay, so that would be then Unicorn has it might have been a non-stop title.
Yeah.
So there was a
Scout
1 and
tends to do
2, and
that.
then unless he's talking about
If you're talking about
what was the other one? This one, Picture of Everything Else.
yeah,
That might be. I think there was only 3 or 4 issues, maybe.
that'd be a cheap trade then.
Got some love for the dinosaurs.
I love
Dinosaurs are
dinosaur
amazing.
shirts.
I'm a big fan of the pterodactyl myself.
I don't know then. I have not been following the series, but
I also do know that a lot of books are getting pushed back because there's like a whole paper shortage.
yeah.
Everything sucks right now in terms of buying and retail. It's just a shortage on everything.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at your shops. Like Darkhold got delayed. I don't know if it was delayed for y'all, but it got delayed for us.
Mm-hmm.
We just didn't get any. They're like, it's coming next week.
Was that supposed to be this week?
Yeah, it was supposed to be this week. They're like, no, it's next week now for you guys.
Okay.
So I don't think anybody got it, but
I don't think so. Doyle likes landscape comics. He does. He loves to tear them apart because he will tear
I do have
anything
Children
apart.
of the Plague. It's like right. Oh, it's under Icon and Rocket. I lied. It's not right there.
I've been hearing I probably need to check that out.
I
Yeah,
haven't read Unborn.
I decided
I
not
want
to
to read
get
it
that
work.
because the writer got called out for some racist things on Twitter.
Oh no!
So I actually was gonna read it because it looked interesting, and then I
didn't know about that.
I pulled it. Like I told the shop, no, don't want it anymore.
Yeah, that idea can suck it.
Yeah, he's been quiet since then. I keep seeing if he's decided to speak out again, but nothing.
Silver City was great. Wait, I have that. Where did I put it? Apparently, I was the only person at the shop reading this book.
It was good.
He's like,
I feel
oh,
like,
just for you. I
feel
was like,
like
how
it
dare
was-
they not read that book? It's good.
there was like a moment around 2 or 3 that was kind of confusing, but then like it ended solid.
Yeah, it was like, as far as I'm aware, that's the last issue.
Yeah.
Well, unexpected twisty twist.
Yeah. Yeah, and Human Remains we were talking about earlier. It is the end of days, pretty much. I mean, the world's falling apart around us.
From the moment you're born,
fine.
you're constantly dying. So
Everything's fine.
Wow. What a happy thing to say, Caroline.
hey, do you think anything about the cup is half full or half empty? Just kidding, I'm a
Your
cat,
cup
I'm
is smashed on the ground.
Yeah, there are paper supply issues for sure.
Yep. Paper
Uh,
supply, plastic supply. So like,
labor
y'all want
supply.
pops, y'all want your Tokidokis, y'all want anything at all.
What the heck is a Tokidoki?
A Tokidoki is a it's the thing where you buy it, they come in like a box and you take it out of the box and it's in a bag so you can't see what it is and you open it and you have like a 1 in 6 chance of getting whatever's inside or something like that.
Okie dokie,
So it's a
Don't
loot
worry
box.
about it. They sell
I think.
Did I just die?
For a second, yeah.
Oh no. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They're cute plastic things that you have like they're random chance blind pull things.
CT loves me. That's why he says I wear socks with sandals, apparently.
But is that correct?
No, it's not correct.
Okay.
Doesn't every dad have to do that though?
You're not allowed to wear socks with sandals, not in California. Which shot?
Considering the writer stopped talking completely, I think he kind of made himself guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone say Chance. There's so much to read out there in the comic world. That's why I said, hey, add another book to my pull list.
I wish I knew.
That's my own personal thing. Twitter world is crazy, so of course you have to take everything with a grain of salt of what you see. But I tried to look into a little bit more, and it seemed legit. So, yeah, too many things to read, anyways.
Yep.
Fair.
I don't know who's supposed to be going.
I have run out of books because I think Caroline and I had a lot of books in our piles that were the same. So
I got more.
I got more too, of course. Turbo Kid, Happy Tank Comics, Behemoth Comics, based off the movie Turbo Kid, which is I don't know if anybody's even watched Turbo Kid, but
nope.
when you look into it, it's kind of like one of those like cult following type of movies.
My coworker asked if it was a movie about a kid who turns into a car. He was like, based on the name.
No,
this is what I was expecting from the insides of this book.
Is it a prequel to Turbo Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh my god!
No, all the way.
You know what I'm thinking of when you said that though?
What?
The one live show for the Adventure Zone where Griffin turned into a.
Oh god! I thought you were gonna say Rick and Morty, where he's like, "I've implanted nanobots into your bloodstream, Morty. Just think really hard and turn into a car."
There's that too.
He's like, "Never mind, I found a taxi."
Oh yeah. My god! But yeah, no, this is like a prequel to the movie. Kind of how she comes into the movie and what happens right before that. Art's pretty cool in it. It's like black and white and red. But it's also kind of like the paper looks like a retro vibe too.
Killer Queens.
Oh, Sassy gay space team friends. Yeah. It's great. I'm so not the like most I like space comics. I'm very non-objective about them. So I think it's perfect. But it's fun and it's sassy and it's queer as hell.
It's a really fun book.
It's great. I really hope that gets a lot of issues.
End the modern age with 2000, rename it the Chromium Age, and name it 2000 to the current, the Indie Age.
I would say no, only because that feels like you're negating superhero comics, even though they're shit. They're still coming out.
Yeah. Though indie comics are having their day. I mean, there's also lots of good DC and Marvel stuff going on. So
yeah. Deathstroke Inc. was good. I had to review it for work. I actually liked it.
That's the one with Black Canaries in it also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you actually write the reviews or do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I have to write. I actually do 4 reviews a week, and he's like, I would like ideally, 2 of them to be superheroes. He's like, I also understand you don't really read the superheroes. I was like, yeah, you've seen the things I buy, Greg.
So for Static next week, you'll be doing.
Oh, I'm so ready. My big boy. But then we also have rules like we have to have X many left on the shelves and things like that, so it gets tricky. You don't want to hype up a book. I was like, well, I'd write Silver City, but I was the only one who read it, so.
So they didn't have many copies of that.
But I was like, I'm gonna just warn you, I'm not gonna do like Batman bullshit. Okay, so that does exist.
Oh my god.
Pulling it out of nowhere, that really does exist.
That is a thing. All right.
I need to take a picture of that. So does JR.
Turbo Teen.
Do you? Cool. It's real. You weren't having some fever dream.
Maybe you were, and it just happened to coincide with
Maybe you were.
reality at the same time.
Either that or he was, in fact, thinking of the Adventure Zone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, back then, yeah, Turtles, Bones, Cerebro.
I think Indie Renaissance is good, but I wouldn't call it the Indie Age.
Right.
Ooh,
There's some that come and go. There's been publishers that just disappeared.
I mean, shit, Spawn still exists somehow.
How are you doing, Kat?
Who gets to pick the name of these ages too?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
when
do we get a collective vote?
When do we vote? Yeah.
When do we decide to end the modern age and start a new age, right? A new modern
Mhm.
age. Like
Yeah.
modern, 1985?
Modern is always
now?
going to be whatever is current at the time. So like you can't really
Right.
name one the modern age.
But it's a pretty wide spanning range at this point.
I wonder if they're just gonna. I mean, who chooses it for like movies and shit? Who decides when we're in the silver age of theater and things like that?
Yeah.
Who do it?
Just to respond to that comic, Night of the Cadillacs.
I did not find Night of the Cadillacs anywhere, but I wanted to read it.
I think I have 2 copies because Scout Box and
I have a book to send you, but there's only one.
you'll see me in like 2.5 weeks in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have to. I keep forgetting that we're gonna see everyone. Professor, fly out to Baltimore. Do it.
Oh, let's go.
Leave
I'm
your,
on my way.
leave your family. Leave your
Not
job.
this moment. 2.5 weeks.
I'm gonna bring like a bunch of trash bags. Bring some air home with me.
Perfect.
You're like, this is
Everything's
fine. Just
not on fire.
open the window and just drop some water out on your way.
Yeah, please.
You're not gonna get into any trouble.
Yeah. Indies,
Yeah, that's fair.
definitely. Because people know Marvel, they know DC, they don't know some of these other publishers yet.
And at this point, like if you're reading Marvel books, it's because you're committed to the character. And same thing with DC. There's not a lot of new introductions happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to get people involved in indie because, like, a lot of people with Marvel, they go see the movie and then they want to go check out the book.
Yeah. I just consistently recommend indie books to everyone. I'm like, it's so much easier. It's a little self-contained thing.
Yeah.
That's what I got you to. I just listen to whatever you read, and I'm like, I'm gonna read that next.
Hell yeah.
And that's how I found Cinnamon, and I love Cinnamon.
I got some trades. The one I force everyone to read.
Yes.
Yep.
Umbrella Academy. Great.
Evidence.
It's better than the movie. Ignore the now available on Netflix. That doesn't exist. But we will respect Klaus and 5 because they're perfect.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the next season. I know they finished filming.
I don't know that excited is the term I would use. I would say apprehensive at best. Terrified on the worst days. Highly concerned for the comic world regularly. Don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck
I
it
feel
up.
like season 2 was kind of a big stumble. Like they could have done so many cool things.
Well, and they couldn't do the real plot of the actual story they were telling because
they could have. They could have done the.
Well, they changed a very key part of that character.
Yes.
That means that she could no longer portray somebody else.
Yes.
But man, is that in the book the best thing ever? What? Yeah.
That's a good question. How do you guys define indie?
Non-Marvel DC. I struggle with Nice House on the Lake because it feels indie because it's Black Label DC, but it doesn't feel like superhero-y or things like that. Like,
I feel like
technically DC.
Yeah, I feel like it's if the creator owns it, it's independently owned. For me, that's indie, which usually is not DC, not Marvel. I believe Tynan still owns Nice House on the Lake, though.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it's published by DC, so like,
right?
Yeah. Technically, it's a gray area.
Right, and I think people have recently been like, "Is Image still indie?" Right? Because indie often gets used for like the really, really like
Small companies.
small or under the radar, but still independently owned, creator owned projects. And to me, that's the definition.
They're just more
Indie's
well known about it.
independent. Yeah.
I'm going tomorrow. We'll see. It's been fucking spoiled for me.
I saw it opening night. I went in with very low expectations.
I just want to see Tom Hardy run around and not change his sweatshirt the entire movie again. Maybe jump in another lobster tank.
He doesn't wear a sweatshirt, but he wears the same like jacket. I think so.
Nice.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
What a way to
Yeah,
save on wardrobe.
It's disgusting regardless.
I'm mad about it. I don't want to talk about it.
So Wes is saying non-Marvel DC Image is indie in his book.
It's still technically indie. But I don't want to fight on the internet.
Phil's going creator owned.
Yeah, that's really the main part is like the creator owned.
See, I wouldn't say non-superhero because
Invincible is an indie superhero comic.
right.
Black Hammer is an indie superhero universe.
Right.
There's lots of, I mean, Mom is an indie owned superhero comic.
Yep. Impossible Jones that just came out from Scout is an indie superhero comic.
I don't have any other ones in front of me right now. I'm like, meh. The Umbrella Academy is an indie superhero comic.
Yeah.
I struggle. This is the only reason I struggle with Nice House is because it's just published by DC.
Yeah. Image has, yeah. So it's a pretty good statement.
They have a lot of titles that you
They
buy
have
5 books and 2 of them get bought.
Yep.
The Boys, indie superheroes.
Yep.
Darkblood, I still don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset about it.
I read 2 issues, and after the second one, I was like, I don't understand what's happening here. Usually I give it 3 before I drop, but I dropped it 2.
We'll see.
If I hear that it ends very well then I'll go back and read it. It'll be available. The S Factor and the Citizen by Action Lab.
There's
And
all
now
the superheroes that are in crossover. They're all indie superheroes.
Are those actually getting published by Action Lab? There's some issues where Action Lab wasn't putting stuff out for a little while.
Good old Action Lab.
Yeah. Yeah. Cat.
Cat.
Yeah,
My cat's over there.
He's wild right now. We got cats, we got bats, we got dinosaurs.
Yep. Spooky season.
Oh yeah, AWA, the Resistance universe in AWA Upshot. Yeah.
Yeah, so like moths.
The Resistance and Erratic. Yeah. The third one gives a little bit more better answers and was very emotional. Okay.
I just still don't really know what's going on.
And these guys aren't superheroes, but lots of action. Space Bastard.
Yeah. And I mean, these aren't superheroes. They're gods and goddesses, but it's a pretty super book.
Yeah.
Is Space Bastard appropriate for children?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Dang it. Trying to get my kids into comics.
Do not let them read this one.
Bummer.
Do not let them read that one. I'll send you some recommendations when I get back to work this week.
I've seen some of the art in that book, and I would agree.
Did your daughter read the Chi series?
Oh God, is there? I don't remember if there's curse words in this or not.
If there are, it's like shit. There's no like motherfuckers.
Right. It's never like.
It's not horribly explicit, but
there might be words, but they're never like derogatory or. But this is a
Wind is child appropriate. The Last Witch was child appropriate, though vaguely scary depending on how young they are. Because it is witches and magic and fighting witches. But it was good.
Oh, did I miss? No. Hi, Kamikaze.
Welcome in. Not All Robots was good. I really liked it.
Yes. Not child appropriate, though. But...
No, also not child appropriate. Yeah, the Scoot comics is the child's books, all age books from Scout. I'll send you some recommendations when I get to work, though.
Yeah, my oldest, she's 8 and she loves to read, so I'm always looking for good books for her.
Yeah, all the Scoot stuff I think is definitely good, and all the Boombox.
Have they watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So there's books from that series, like comic books from that. So that might be an easy pathway in. Is like, hey, you already like this, so start reading it because you like this, because it does expand upon what happens in the comics is what was supposed to happen in season 4.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty great. We meet Zuko's mom.
I would say both.
I mean, no, technically he's a god. Can you really? Do you really want to be called a superhero if you're a god? Like,
but he's a god that's a superhero.
Yeah, but you're also a god.
But he's also like a
downgrade.
Person. He's a person on Asgard, right? Like
he calls himself the God of Thunder.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know, because I feel like they're all like stronger.
But I feel like superhero is like a step down from a god. In
maybe he's
super god.
Maybe he'd prefer, maybe he'd prefer to be called a superhero because he likes the hero term.
I mean, that's what heroes do.
I don't even feel like Thor has superpowers. That's just him being like normal.
Right.
That's just who he is.
Yeah.
That's just how he be.
He was born like that.
Yeah, Boombox stuff I have found really good. Like really, I mean, Wind is Boombox, and it's like one of my favorite series.
Yeah.
I convinced the like 24-year-old woman to read that series the other day. I was like, personally, I think it's great. And she's like,
Volume 2 of Wind is not Boombox.
It's a little darker. If your kids get scared by like the scary parts of Disney movies, it's probably too mature for them.
Gotcha.
Thor's superpower is that he is a god.
I mean, we all saw What If. We know what happens.
Yeah. Not strictly Norse accurate, right?
Yeah, I guess that's where I struggle because I'm still like, well, technically.
Save Yourself was a good one too.
Save Yourself was really cute. It's a little PDA, so just be aware there is kissing, and it is LGBTQ friendly.
Okay, well, that
shouldn't be something that you need to tell people, but I found it is. Just the heads up. Yeah. But it is really cute. It is really good, and it's like kind of Powerpuff Girls-y in the aesthetic of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if that's something that they're into.
Evil Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, they're not good people, but
it happens.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a fun one.
I picked it up. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Out of body.
Well, I mean, no, it's not for kids. It's definitely not for kids.
No, it's definitely not for kids.
No. Yeah, Out of Body.
No.
4. It's 5 issues. So.
Okay, I've been really enjoying it.
Yeah,
I like astral plane fuck around ness.
It's the artist from We Live, which is also an excellent series. Anaki Miranda.
Not appropriate for children.
We Live looks like it's appropriate.
It's so not
for kids. It's so not appropriate for kids.
Eve is good for teenagers, especially being
Stray Dogs. Stray Dogs seems like it'd be appropriate too, but definitely not appropriate.
No, I don't even think it's appropriate for adults, honestly. But you know. It's appropriate for when you want to have a bad day. And I say that with love because I loved the series.
Cry yourself to sleep at night. Yeah.
Man, did that hurt.
Are you talking about like the Marvel action ones that IDW puts out? Because those, I think, those are pretty good for kids too. Marvel action comics.
Yeah, there's a couple different series. There's like the Double Trouble that has like Spider-Man and Venom, and that's more oriented
towards
kids.
There's lots of team-ups in them.
Yeah.
You see like Marvel Action, Captain Marvel, and Miss Marvel together.
Yeah.
I don't think the boys is appropriate.
About learning about hanging with the boys.
Oh yeah, the TV show
is
just
not until they hit 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he's talking about Marvel Action. Yeah. Yeah, those are good. Definitely not good for kids.
No.
Vinyl.
Nice.
Serial killers. It's fine.
This is fine. This is fine. It's all fine.
This is fine. All okay
This
here.
is kid appropriate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, depending on if she's into Transformers or
Yeah.
My Little Pony. I think My Little Pony's starting a new series, if I remember correctly. I think they ended the numbering on one and they're starting a new thing. I only know this because I look through like everything in the catalog every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Primordial. There you
go. That one was good.
Yeah, I love this. I love the art inside. Crazy story too.
I think it has potential. We'll see how the execution lands.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I have not read a lot of Jeff Lemire. This and May's book are like the first two I've really read from Jeff Lemire.
God, I gotta. I'm bringing you. I'm bringing you the. Yeah. I'm bringing you that trade because you need to read it.
I have seen some of it, but I'm not a brony. My roommate was a brony.
Brony by extension. Die. Definitely not child appropriate. The last issue definitely not.
Are you sure?
RPG fantasy. It is Stephanie Hahn's goodness.
Ooh.
It's so pretty. It's beautiful artwork. Everyone should read it. It's amazing.
I just got through catching up.
Look at that.
Nice.
There's going to be, I can guarantee you there's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous hardback for it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I already pre-ordered the volume 4. I have all the issues also. So I really shouldn't be behind, but I got behind after volume 1 and then never caught up.
I'm on like 12 or 13 at this point. I'm almost caught up.
You're like right near where I am. And if we're looking at trades while I have this out, this is one I just read. Thanks to guys at Comic
I was like, wait, I recognize this.
Yeah, I just posted this.
The traveling trade.
Sometime in the last day or two. Which I read the first issue of this like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and never picked up the rest of it because I don't know why. I found it at a random shop and then didn't add it to my pull list at my shop. And they had posted about it on Instagram, and we started talking about it, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna just send it to you, and then send it around, and I'm going to send this to somebody to read, and keep sending it around the community to keep checking out the story." But yeah, I posted my thoughts on Instagram about it. It's a cool story. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's see. He may be doing a signing at my LCS. Who's he? I missed something.
Mango.
Mango.
Oh, maybe Jeff Lemire. So we're talking about here.
Bring all your Gideon Falls hardcovers, everybody. This just came out.
Oh yeah, Bunny Mask.
I was not reading that.
That ending was interesting.
That series looked interesting.
Also, not a child-friendly book. Unless you want them to have nightmares. Not child-friendly.
Maybe.
I mean, unless you want them to murder you in your sleep.
Assign it to some of my students. Be like, I expect you to read this, and give me a report.
This is totally science-based.
What else do I have sitting around here?
That was my last one, so I'm officially out.
Nobody's Child number 1.
Shameless
plug. Shameless
Who's that?
plug.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know.
What are those?
Some crazy people did an exclusive variant for it. I don't know who they are. Oh wait, that's us. Hey,
man, how do I get one of them?
I don't know. Message us on Instagram or something.
What? That's so easy.
Yeah. But yeah, this is Anna Shadowcat. Her art for an exclusive Virgin variant cover that we did 300 copies, $15.99 plus $8 shipping US. And it's got our logo on the back and a QR code that takes you right back to the channel.
Hell yeah.
Because why not?
That's smart.
There you go.
That's good.
Super cool.
We didn't even ask for that. It was done for us. That was the nicest part.
Well, it was.
Oh, did you ask for that?
I did have to. I had to create the QR code, but
yeah, I was like, but he asked for us to do that.
Hey, let's put this on there, and I was like, all right, cool.
It's like, wait a minute.
I did not know the rhino was going to be on the back, so that's kind of cool. I like that.
My LCS guy was asking me, or he was trying to tell me about that series, and I was like, oh yeah, I have like 2 friends who'd made their own variant, and I showed him the picture, and he's like, oh yeah, I've seen that online, and I'm like, that's awesome. You're just some random guy on IG, I guess.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had some people that I did not know that reached out and bought covers. I had somebody reach out, bought the cover. I didn't know what their address was, and I'm going through. I'm getting ready to pack it, and I'm like, "You live in New Orleans? What?" I was like, "Do you go to like the shop that I go to, Crescent City?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I go there all the time." And I was like,
"Do you want me to give it to
all
you?"
All right, I'm not shipping it. I'm gonna just like
leave it there.
Give it to you there. And he's like, all right, save you some shipping. I was
and
like,
Sparks got robbed.
And that was and that is the story of how I got stabbed and I lost my kidneys.
Oh, just like Charlie the Unicorn.
Candy Mountain Charlie.
Candy Mountain Charlie. Oh my god, that video is so old.
In somewhere in Canada, Lemire is going to be signing. I have not read Saint Mercy, but it's sounding like it's not child friendly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's child friendly at all.
What's up, panel surfing? How you doing?
I'm liking Campasi, but I like dragons. So
yes, Campisi's excellent. The humor in that's pretty cool. Beyond the Breach, I almost dropped, and then issue 2 was crazy. And it got me hooked. Space wizard kind of thing happened.
I've not been reading it, but
or wizard from another dimension riding a giant turtle-like thing. I don't know. It was crazy, and I was like, all right, you got me hooked now. That's how you do it.
Let's see.
Does your LCS carry most of the stuff, or are you having to tell them like you should get these books or this series?
I'll look through the previews catalog.
Yeah.
I know Caroline. Well, you probably have more control over it.
Yeah, now I get to have a lot more control over things.
That's why you're working there, right? You're like, finally, some decent books.
Greg is like, so I know you read a lot of things, so like I was like, don't worry about it, Greg. I was like, my friend does an FOC show. I got you.
That's how you keep them all up on it.
Well, it's basically too like looking out for like secret variants and shit like that.
Yeah.
The bullshit of the internet.
I don't know where all the ratios went. It's so crazy.
Oh, no.
They were here.
But I'll go through the previews catalog, and then I do the FOC every week. So if I miss something and it appears on there, it's like, oh, there we go. And I tell them by today, usually. Mm-hmm. And so they can update their orders before the cutoff.
So picture this. Behemoth can now be ordered through Diamond FOC. Mm-hmm. They probably weren't getting them because you had to order them from Behemoth's website. They can order it from Diamond FOC now, so they should be able to get them much easier.
Yeah.
Like much, much, much easier.
Yeah. So if your shop is one that only orders off of FOC, that affected, you would never get Behemoth titles unless you requested them prior to the...
Because that's what we used to do. We would order them from Behemoth, and now you can get them from FOC.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, my shop doesn't do a ton of indie titles, so I have to be ahead of the game if I want something.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can be like 3 or 4 weeks out.
Exactly.
Now you know.
Yeah, they got added on to FOC. Mad Cave just got added on. They're not going to be on until probably a month or 2 from now, but they got the notification that, yay, you've been accepted. So that's like the titles they have right now. Bountiful Garden, I think, is the only one because Beckstar just wrapped up. Maybe they have another one that I forget about all the time because I haven't read anything. It's their like longer running one. I don't know. They did Nottingham though. Also, people know them from Nottingham. But they just got added. First Point Press is on there now. 5 is on there.
With Marvel taking off, it's not taking off, but going.
Yeah.
Other availabilities, they gotta find their money where they can find it.
Have a nice night. Yeah, I think honestly, I think the good thing about Marvel and now IDW going to Penguin and DC already leaving is some of the smaller publishers are getting a little bit more recognition in the catalog. Like Behemoth has a spotlight page and everything. They spotlight one of their books a month or something. Cool stuff like that they didn't have before. I assume that's probably going to happen to everyone who ends up on FOC now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so many other books I could talk about. This was a cool one. He Who Fights with Monsters.
I haven't read that one yet. I'm going to pick it up at some point during the week.
Issue 1 doesn't get into the supernatural yet, but the world that started, I'm thinking I'm gonna.
My coworkers all liked it, so they were like, "You'll probably enjoy it."
Yeah, and it's Werther Dell'Edera on the art.
Yeah.
So if you like Something's Killing the Children art, you're gonna like.
Which is also probably why Something is Killing the Children is taking a break.
Jay Lee cover, which I don't know why it took me this long, but Jay Lee just has statues on every cover that he does. It seems like. Usually there's someone sitting on the statue, but not that time. Nope. Yeah, Black Mask, that's another good one. Good company. Right now, White Everfrost should be wrapping up, I think, this week. Destiny New York.
I want to say for Everfrost. Destiny's coming out this week.
Yeah.
It's getting a trade soon. Isn't it previews?
I have not read Porcelain because last time I read something from Maria Lovett, I just
I'm just sticking to her art.
I couldn't. Captain Harlock, I've heard really good things about. It's based off of manga or anime.
I was gonna say it looks like it's anime, so it's probably a manga.
Something like that just got turned into comic.
Yeah.
So many other Scout titles, I think. I just don't have things around, but I have this one. Locust, same writer as Nobody's Child.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shameless plug 2.0.
Right? He's doing a lot of cool things. He's also got one with Scouts, the horror imprint, Black Caravan, Broken Soul's Ballad. So he's like all over doing lots of cool things. So manga and anime. There we go.
There you go. It tends to be manga then anime then other things.
Yeah. And then I think this is the last one I'm gonna throw up here.
Mm-hmm.
I picked this up because I think somebody on Instagram was posting about it. It's the Diamond exclusive retailer preview for this, but it comes out this week. Billy the Kid.
Oh, nice.
Issue number 1 is out this week, and essentially like a Wild West kind of story, but this rabbit's family gets killed by a tornado god, and he's the only one that survives the killing. And
is it a tornado god or a tornado supervillain?
The tornado god.
Okay.
is they do call it that. It's like there's a little bit of like the whole family is like this Christian family kind of also, and so there's this idea of like their god versus these pagan gods, the tornado god, and who has the real power. But also, besides that, there is this goat that just is full of expletives, I'm not. You're not gonna be able to see them.
I love a good cursory
No,
goat.
let's not get demonetized.
We're not even at
Even
monetized.
before
Wait,
we're
you're monetized?
No.
No, we're not even
Wait a
monetized.
minute.
Let's not
Demonetized
get
before
before we're even
monetization
monetized.
Pre demonetized.
But so interesting. Stay pixelated. See you, Nola.
He's already gone.
Gods of Brutality. That was a pretty cool one. If you go to the previews website and you look up Billy the Kid, the entire issue number 1 is in the previews. Like, you know how they'll have like preview issue?
Huh.
The entirety of issue number 1 is in the previews. So if you want to go check it out, there you go. It says review copy across it in like a watermark, but
cool.
Go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's Blue Juice Comics is the publisher, which
Blue Juice.
All right, I never heard of them. But the goat, I just hear Samuel L. Jackson because there's a lot of Samuel L. Jackson type word choices. Yeah, but yeah, he's kind of like he knows how to fight back against the gods, but he doesn't want to teach Billy.
He's some kind of eldritch horror.
So he's kind of like the mentor that, whatever the word is that I'm looking for. I don't know. The mentor that doesn't want to be the mentor. And he, in that issue, he kind of it's their path away from everything.
Yeah, Samuel L. Goatson.
Yes.
Fun.
Love it.
Luna, I read and it wasn't worth it.
I fell off probably after 2 with Luna, and then I was getting the cover Bs because I like the cover Bs more than the cover As, and then I was like, this isn't worth it.
Yeah,
I don't want to read it. So I think 3 was the last one I picked up.
So how many boxes of comics do you have where it's just like 2 issues from one run?
I started pulling those.
Too many.
I just imagine like 1,000 dividers. Just like,
I don't.
3 issues.
I'm not good at putting dividers in.
No, mine are just by alphabet, not by book.
Yeah, but saying that reminded me, I've been the last 2 weeks just kind of trying to organize things and catalog things, and so anytime there was like a series I was like, and I stopped it, I pulled that out. I'm gonna try to sell or do for giveaways or something.
Put together 10 mystery box so Southern Comic Geek can buy them all again.
Yeah, I mean that's what's over here.
There you go.
I haven't finished putting them together, but that's actually Marvel stuff.
Cat not included.
Yeah, cat.
Darn it! That's not the grand prize.
Cat hair is included. The cat, no.
Cat hair, right? No cat.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Yeah, the only other things recently I've been getting like Kickstarters and stuff. We had this one on the show.
Yeah.
This is Jason Muir, the artist of By the Horns, did a cover, and it's shiny. It's so shiny.
So pretty.
Yeah, but yeah, I read way too much, and I have so many things to catch up on that are like trades and back issues and
Same.
like
it's dangerous because I just have books that I like want to read while I'm at work. Some of them
all the ones to catch up on that you own.
Yeah.
There's a series that's coming back that I picked up at some point. I don't know where I put it now. Magic Order. That is like, there's Magic Order 2 now. Apparently, it was on FOC today. Fancy. And I have the 6 issues, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna read it before FOC, and I'll know if I want to pick up. You didn't
get before FOC.
I have till tomorrow.
That's fair.
A couple hours tonight, right?
Yeah, just send him an email. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. I think this is in reference to the 1 to 2.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm
One,
starting
two
to get rid
issues,
of
and
it.
then you're just like, it's not that great. Too often.
We have some Captain Harlock love here.
Reminds you of One Piece. Oh man,
All right,
heard good things about One Piece.
cool.
There you go.
We were just talking about that before. Oh man. All right. Yeah.
I think we made it.
Tomorrow.
We survived, Professor.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Me?
You survived.
We live.
Oh, I survived. Of course I survived.
Yeah, you survived. You made it through an indie comics talk.
without
Not going
talking
for 3
about-
hours this time, though.
Without talking about Venom or Spider-Man. No.
Oh my God, there's a Venom book right here. There's so many Venom
Let's
books.
not talk about how much I don't like that Venom cover, though.
Yeah. No, I didn't mind. As soon as you guys said it was going to be an indie show, I was like, well, I'll have to grab some indie books. And
I know there's
Today, the
You've got
future
some-
becomes the student.
the conversion is commenced.
yeah. We've been
It's a slow process.
slowly
We'll
but
get you there.
surely converting.
Yes.
The key is to convert your kids, and that way they make you read more indie books.
There you go.
Yeah, now we just gotta send you all the
Space
recommendations.
Bastards. And what else did I
Boys.
hear?
Space Bastards, Die, definitely. Umbrella Academy, for sure.
The Boys. I heard about The Boys.
Absolutely
The
gonna
Boys.
give them the boys.
Honestly, this bunny comic definitely is gonna be good for them.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm. Something is Killing the Children, I think, is very, very appropriate.
100%.
Only if they're bad.
I mean, if they're bad, you can go with Human Remains. Also, that'll teach them to not be emotional.
Yeah.
Or the giant aliens from space will kill them.
Some of them might not even be able to read it. They'll just look at the pictures and be like,
It's a no from me, Dad.
sure.
Nope.
No, I appreciate you guys inviting me on. Didn't want to bug you too much, but I am a little bummed I didn't have a shirt. I told Caroline, I was like, I should have bought a shirt and just worn it on stream. Be like, surprise.
Yeah, I feel like we don't plug our merch.
I know. I always forget to wear it when I go on other shows.
But yeah, we have stuff in the link
Your
below.
shirts,
Goes
your coffee
to-
cups.
who do we do it through?
Do we have a hat?
We don't have a hat. I wish we had a hat.
We
I can't do a hat through the people I'm doing it through, which I'm blanking. I want to say it's T's. Follow the link in the description.
We have
below.
t-shirts. Yay.
I forget which company I do it through, honestly. Even though they send me emails like every other day, like, hey, do this, try this promotion thing. They haven't sent me one very recently, so I don't remember. That's bad.
Yeah.
But the link's right down below. It's right there.
Yeah, why aren't you clicking it?
I can't see it.
Everybody should be clicking it.
But yeah, there's shirts, there's other merch items. You can get phone cases, you can get masks, you can get hoodies, you can get
T-shirts
I
and mom's
forget
t-shirts.
all of the things I put on there
And
because
tank top, I believe, as well.
there was a lot of different options. So now I'm going down here and looking. It is Threadless.
There you go.
Oh, Threadless, yeah.
I have to still put Caroline's logo on here.
I
But
don't get a logo.
we have my logo so far, our text logo, and our this image you see
Our
here.
picture logo.
Yeah. And I have one more that I'm working on also that's going to say collect what you love in the text format.
Oh, cute.
So that's what's on there right now. There will be more. I think I need a higher quality version of your logo to make it happen,
It's fine.
which means I got to
We'll
figure out
figure it
how to make it higher
I
quality.
also have ideas for a new one, so it's fine. We'll figure it
Okay.
out.
You can
We'll
also
get
do that. But we also have more stickers coming. We ran out of stickers, so we'll have
Shame.
stickers. So if you see us at Baltimore, we'll have stickers,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll have maybe, if these arrive in time, business cards,
Ooh.
which will
Very
have a
nice.
QR code and take you straight to the YouTube channel. Yeah, fun stuff.
Much excite.
I know. Awesome that you're so
Oh,
active
awesome
in the chat. That's what we love. We love that interactivity that we get to talk back and forth. So definitely appreciate you hanging out with us.
For sure.
And then tomorrow I'll be dropping the usual top indie picks video for the week, which will get Professor to pick up some more indie comics.
Hell yeah. Low conversion. We'll get there.
I couldn't do 10 because there's a lot coming out this week. So there's 12 plus a graphic novel.
It's going to be painful.
But that's what we've got coming up. You got anything on your channel going on?
I really should be making more videos, but you know, school takes up all my time. So
yeah.
I'm gonna drop your link here in a second to the chat, so everyone go subscribe to you.
Honestly, I'm more active on Instagram.
True.
I feel like it's easier to check me out on Instagram because I'm posting daily. And if you give me a follow and just leave me a comment, I'll probably
He
return
does unboxings on Instagram.
I do unboxing every now and then,
and crazy.
It's 9.9 CBCS grades.
Right?
The best content is on Thursdays, though. I will say that. Thick Thursdays.
Hashtag
Thick Thursdays are the best day of the week.
It's
that
usually,
Venom thickness.
I would say it's usually Venom.
Although this last week, I lost a lot of followers because of what I posted. I don't know if I got no followers that day, and just like 10 people unfollowed me, and I was like, oh, okay.
All right. You don't
Sorry.
Haters. No, I don't remember what you posted.
It's literally just Venom's butt.
This is a good one too.
Oh yeah.
It was like one of the very first ones I ever posted.
It got a lot of likes too.
It does. It also got like.
Apparently, got even more unlikes.
And a lot of hate, man.
It's a brutal placement, man. Even for those who are thick.
Nice.
Oh well.
So yeah, if you want Thick Thursdays and random things, Professor Comics on Instagram.
Hit me up.
You can find us on Instagram as well if you, for some reason, are over here but not over there. That's our names. Oops, I pointed the wrong way. I always point the wrong way. Do the thing.
Yeah, everything's backwards. This is fine.
Just do the point everywhere thing. It gets everything done. All right. Well, we shall say goodnight and catch the video tomorrow. And whenever Professor records something, turn on the notification bells and subscribe, because then when it randomly happens, you'd be like, man,
you better post something now. Yeah.
Videos with Professor.
Boom. Yeah. All right.
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for